Hello everyone, this is Chelsea from Those with Words. Welcome to the channel. Today I'm here to share with you my travel journal setup for a week in New York. I'll be taking this Yoseka and the Superior Labor pen roll, as well as this brown traveler's notebook, a brass clip, and the notebooks and accessories that I'm showing you right now. So without further ado, let's get right into it. The traveler's notebook cover that I'm bringing with me on this trip is this brown Tokyo Station traveler's notebook. I purchased this in March of 2023 when I went to Japan from the Tokyo Station Traveler's Factory. It still looks pretty new because I haven't really brought it along with me to any travels so far, and clearly that's about to change, so I'm very excited about that. I personally really enjoy a character and patina that the Traveler's Notebook develops when you take it with you to places. So, yeah, really excited to see how this one will transform by the end of the trip. I have my ephemera journal in here right now, so I'm switching it out and replacing it with this insert, which is the Tokyo Metro insert. I believe I also purchased it at the Tokyo Station Travelers Factory when I was in Japan. And I kept it in here along with a couple of like sticker sheets and things that I wanted to make sure that I use for this trip. This is a limited edition insert, I believe, but I didn't want to be precious with it. It's just a cream paper blank insert. And I know I'm not going to Tokyo, I'm going to New York, but I just wanted to use a special insert for it, and that's the one I chose. Here's the B-Sides and Rarities sticker release paper book. I've used this for quite some time, but I've emptied it out to prepare it for this trip. And now I'm using this rubber band from Traveler's Company to put the two together. You basically find the middle of the two notebooks, and then you can put the rubber band on top or through it, and make sure that it goes down the middle of both notebooks to pull them together. And I usually give it this good pull to make sure that the rubber band is really in there. You don't have to use a rubber band from Traveler's Company. You can use any elastic basically. And you put it through the main string of the Traveler's Notebook cover, and that is the setup. I just have this live plants sticker on here. I got a very thoughtful gift recently, and it was a really cute succulent, and I wanted to save that. And then I also really wanted to use this Traveler's Cafe sticker, which is the last one standing in the 2023 diary sticker set from Traveler's Company. So I just really wanted to use that one up. This sticker sheet has a couple of New York themed stickers, so I wanted to make sure to utilize some of these as well. I'm just gonna go ahead and tuck it away in this sticker book for now, but you'll see later that I actually peeled them off and I put them in the sticker book itself. The other item that I feel like I haven't been making enough use of that I really want to make sure that I use are these pocket stickers from Traveler's Company. And the ones that I'll be taking with me in particular are these two, the trip themed one and then the cafe themed one. And basically, there's like a little slot that you can peel off to make them into pockets, which I think will be really useful for ephemera during the trip. In the back zipper pocket, which is this camel zipper pocket that I got from Traveler's Company, I have a couple of artworks that I have ripped out from my calendar that I have. It's this illustrative calendar that I'm using, and I usually use it for like collaging and things in my journals. And so I tore off some imagery that I thought were really relevant to the trip or fun, and I included that in there. This is like a little post-it paper that I cut out, and I use it to um, just kind of figure out where I'm going to place my photos. And so I think that's really useful to have during the trip to plan out like where I'm going to put my photos when I'm back. And so I put that in there as well. Now I'm just showing you a bunch of different tapes that I am bringing with me. These are from a variety of different brands. They're from some sort of Fern, Our Studio, just a bunch of different brands that I have full rolls of or that I have received samples from friends. There's some coffee themed ones because, of course, that's like a Miss Hoeg one. And then I also have some PET pieces from Job's Journal. I went ahead and picked these out before I started filming this video, and so I put all of those together as like a theme, if you will. I felt like the color scheme went really well together. Additionally, I'm bringing these dates. They're just papers that you can stick on, and I really like those to designate just which day is what. And then a couple of other, memo papers and imagery kind of things that I think will be really useful to have and just, more of a thematic kind of thing. I don't really have like a hard and fast rule when it comes to, what kind of ephemera to bring, but I just choose what feels right. What I'm doing right now is I'm using the very back of the sticker release book and I'm putting down a bunch of pieces of double-sided tape. And this double-sided tape is a thinner one and it's just one I have from Daiso. And I'm putting down pieces here to use them as my main adhesives during the trip, so I don't necessarily have to have glue or tape runner with me. Here I'm making some washi samples. So these cute Moomin cards are from other friends who have sent me washi samples in the past, like rolled around those cards, and so I'm just reusing them. I'm going to be bringing 6 washi rolls with me or samples of those washi rolls with me. And I decided to just make samples instead of bringing the whole roll. I think I only go around about 5 or 6 times for each one because I want to make sure that I use them up as much as possible during the trip. When I'm home, I don't actually use washi samples of my own rolls because I have like a little drawer with them and I just look at that and then I pull out the whole roll to use it at home. So from these samples, I just want to make sure that I use them as much as possible while I'm actually in New York, away from home. And that's the whole purpose of me making these samples right now. And what I really love about these types of plastic cards is that they're reusable for this kind of purpose and they fit really perfectly into that card slot that you see on the organizer right there, the camel colored organizer by Traveler's Company. So that is one sample done. And as you'll see here, it fits perfectly into that card slot. Here I have the beautiful green leather pen roll by Yoseka Stationery and the Superior Labor, which I'll be using on this trip as a companion to my traveler's notebook. First up, I have the Art Toolkit Pocket Palette. This particular one I have used for quite a while and I really enjoy it, so I'm going to be bringing that with me as my main sort of art tool. And then this Toyuka Craft keychain pen rest, it's just really small. I bought this at the San Francisco Pen Show this year, and it is a little pen rest for your fountain pens so that they don't roll off whatever surface you're working on, especially if you're outside. This is the Yoseka Home Pen in the Pro Gear size, and I'm really thrilled to be able to bring this two-tone nib. This is the correct version, and I'm really excited to carry that with me as one of my writing tools. This is the Platinum 3776 and it has a cursive italic grind on it. And this will be my other writing tool. This is in the color Laurel Green. And both of these fountain pens have medium nibs. Up next is this eraser from Pentel. You can click it and it's really convenient for travel purposes, so I'll be bringing that. I also have a pencil here with a cap and it's freshly sharpened and ready for travel. And this is my favorite fine liner right now. It's the Unipin in the 0.1, so it's very fine and it works really, really well as a waterproof liner. This is the Pentel water brush in the medium size, which is just good coverage for any type of illustration that I want to do. And this is the Plus portable scissors, which is really handy. It also has a cap as well, which I think works really well for it being inside the pen roll alongside everything else. And now I'm rolling up the pen roll and closing it. I think it's a really great size and it's very pliable, which I really like. And that is the pen roll setup for this trip. Now I am at the part where I am decorating the pages a little bit in advance. So this is the inside cover page of the Travelers Company insert. And I wanted to just stamp out New York just as a start, just as to, have a little front page ready for my trip. I'll probably decorate this a little bit more later with ephemera and other things that I gather during my trip, but for now I just wanted to stamp out the name of where I'm going and just decorate it a little bit. What's funny about my visits to New York is that apparently I have a tendency to go there every 5 years. So the last time I was there, it was 5 years ago. And the time before that, which was my first time ever in New York, was also 5 years ago or before that. So 10 years ago, really. The first trip ever was just a personal one, but the last one that I took 5 years ago was a work trip. And then this one is a little bit of both. I suppose last time was a little bit of both as well. I was there for a conference and I took a couple days off to explore. And this time I have a work event, so I will be there for that, but also taking a couple days off and just exploring around and seeing, all the fun things that the city has to offer. As you can see here, I have peeled off those stickers and actually placed them into the sticker release book. And so I took the little Statue of Liberty sticker and I put that on top. I also utilized the live plants sticker that I had previously as ephemera because I'm hoping to see some beautiful fall, autumn foliage in New York, fingers crossed, if the timing is right. And so I just decided to put that one at the front. Now I'm decorating the first full open spread and I'll be taking a red eye there, and so I decided to use this circle stamp from the stationery selection with like a gold stamp ink, and this stamp really very much reminds me of the moon, and so I decided to stamp that there. And then the next one that I am going to use is this wing stamp from Baumkuchen, and I'm using this Shachihara stamp ink in the color sand, just because it reminds me, I'm going to be on a flight. So I don't have to have an airplane stamp for me to signify, like I'm flying somewhere, right? This interpretation is quite literal, but still, I thought that was kind of fun. So I put that one there. And I happen to have this like airplane or airline PET tape, and it perfectly said JFK right there. And so I decided to put that right next to the stamping. I'm not doing too much extra decoration here. I'm just using the remainder of the PET tape to put on the left side right now. But obviously, I don't really know what's exactly going to happen during that trip on the exact flight or anything. So I'm leaving most of it empty for ephemera and just kind of other things to just add onto the page at a later date. I'm coming back to the first inside page of this insert, and I actually had this memo pad like ripped out to just kind of isolate the New York side of things. It was like a travel memo pad with other destinations on it. And I thought it was so perfect, so I ripped that part out, and I had initially put it inside the zipper pocket, but I decided to take it back out and put it on here. And now I'm using a piece of PET tape, this really pretty flower, and I thought the color scheme was a really great match, so I anchored that flower PT tape onto the ripped memo pad piece. And I believe the last thing I do on this video, or one of the last things, is stamping this really cute pottering cat stamp. And it's two cats that, one's making coffee and I think the other one is sniffing it. I thought it was so cute. One of the first things that I think I'm gonna do when I get to New York is actually grab coffee after my red-eye flight. So I placed that one there with a brown stamp ink. Here is a quick overview of my whole setup. So there is the washi tape sample and the sticker release book with some fun stickers, double-sided tape, and the pockets from Traveler's Company. And then the Tokyo Metro insert with pre-decorated pages. I did some more decorating after recording, and so I just wanted to show you a flip through of what I got done. It tapers off at around maybe halfway through the insert because I really don't know how the entire trip is going to turn out. I also have a writing board from Traveler's Company right there, and the zipper pocket full of, PET and everything else that I've showed you earlier. And then I also added in a couple of blank papers for stamping purposes if I ever need them. So that is the Traveler's Notebook setup, and I clipped the brass clip on the back. And here is the pen roll. I'm not gonna go through every single detail here since I already shared that with you earlier, but like I said, I think this will make a really great partner to my traveler's notebook in travel journaling. I'm really excited to spend some time in New York and really get to explore, and I will hopefully share more of that with you later. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye.